can cities continue to grow while also becoming more sustainable? This question is at the heart of a critical conversation that we need to have about urbanization and its impacts on sustainability. As cities around the globe swell with new inhabitants, they face a unique set of challenges. These challenges aren't solely about accommodating more people, but about doing so in a way that's mindful of our planet and its finite resources. Urban growth brings with it a host of opportunities: economic, social, and cultural. Yet it also amplifies pressures on the environment. Balancing this growth with sustainability is no easy task, but it's a task we cannot afford to ignore. We need to think about how we can develop our cities responsibly, ensuring they're not just places where people live and work, but places that can thrive for generations to come. To understand this better, we'll examine case studies of different cities around the world. In Copenhagen, Denmark, urban growth and sustainability coexist. This Scandinavian city has been a pioneer in merging the two aspects, creating a harmonious balance that other cities could emulate. One of the most noticeable ways Copenhagen has embraced green growth is through its cycling infrastructure. The city is renowned for its well-established network of bike lanes, which span over 250 miles. This encourages residents to opt for cycling over driving, significantly reducing carbon emissions. In fact, more than half of Copenhagen's population commutes by bike daily, proving that green alternatives can be integrated into everyday life. But the city's green initiatives extend beyond its streets. Look up, and you'll see a sea of green roofs. These aren't merely aesthetic additions, but serve a crucial environmental purpose. Green roofs help to absorb rainwater, reducing the risk of flooding. They also provide insulation, cutting down energy consumption, and they create habitats for wildlife, enhancing urban biodiversity. Copenhagen's commitment to sustainability is also evident in its energy policies. The city is powered primarily by renewable energy sources, with wind turbines being a common sight. These turbines don't just power the city, they also serve as a symbol of Copenhagen's dedication to green growth. This dedication is encapsulated in the city's ambitious goal to become carbon neutral by 2025. This means that Copenhagen aims to reduce its greenhouse gas emissions to zero within just a few years. It's a challenging goal, but Copenhagen has shown that it's not afraid to take bold steps in the name of sustainability. In Copenhagen, embracing green growth isn't just about implementing sustainable practices. It's about changing mindsets, about showing that urbanization and sustainability don't have to be at odds. It's about demonstrating that cities can grow, and they can do so in a way that respects and protects our planet. Copenhagen serves as a model of how urban growth and sustainability can work hand in hand. It shows us that it's not just possible to balance growth and sustainability, but it's also necessary for our cities, for our planet, for our future. In contrast, Lagos, Nigeria, faces significant challenges in balancing urbanization with sustainability. As the most populous city in Africa, Lagos is witnessing an explosive growth rate. Every day, hundreds of people arrive in search of opportunities, accelerating the urban sprawl and exerting enormous pressure on the city's infrastructure and the environment. One of the most pressing issues is pollution. The city's lagoons, once a vibrant ecosystem, are now heavily polluted with industrial waste and everyday garbage. Lagos's air quality also suffers, with emissions from countless vehicles and informal industries clouding the skies. Equally concerning is the problem of waste management. With a population of over 20 million people, Lagos generates a staggering amount of waste daily. The city's waste management system struggles to keep up, leading to illegal dumping sites that mar the cityscape and pose health risks to the residents. But it's not all doom and gloom. Lagos is also a city of resilience and innovation. In the face of these environmental challenges, the city is working hard to improve sustainability. Take waste recycling, for instance. Faced with mounting waste, Lagosians have turned to recycling as a solution. Informal waste pickers scour the city for recyclable materials, turning trash into cash. Meanwhile, innovative startups are using technology to make recycling more accessible and efficient, creating jobs in the process. Renewable energy is another area where Lagos is making strides. With abundant sunshine, the city is ripe for solar energy. Projects like solar-powered schools and hospitals are already lighting up the city, reducing reliance on polluting generators. These initiatives, while promising, are just the beginning. Lagos, like many rapidly growing cities, has a long road ahead in its quest for sustainability. The city's struggle is a stark reminder of the urgent need to balance urbanization with environmental responsibility. Lagos illustrates the challenges many rapidly growing cities face in achieving sustainability. New York City, USA presents a complex picture of urbanization and sustainability. As an iconic metropolis, it offers a unique perspective on balancing growth and sustainability, a perspective that's as diverse as its skyline. At first glance, New York City may seem like a beacon of sustainability. It boasts an extensive public transportation system, one of the largest in the world, reducing the need for private cars and their associated emissions. It's also home to vast green spaces, with Central Park serving as an urban oasis, offering residents and visitors a respite from the concrete jungle. These elements contribute to an urban environment where green growth is not just a concept, but a reality. But like any city, New York has its challenges. It's a city of over 8 million people, and with that comes a high level of energy consumption and waste production. Every day, New Yorkers consume energy at a staggering rate, powering everything from skyscrapers to subway trains. And waste? The city produces nearly 14 million tons of it every year. That's a lot of trash, and it's a problem that can't be ignored. However, New York is not standing still in the face of these challenges. The city has set ambitious goals for itself, such as sending zero waste to landfills by the year 2030. That's a mere 6 years from now, and while it may seem like a daunting task, the city is taking steps to make it a reality. Efforts include increased recycling programs, composting initiatives, and a push for more sustainable packaging. The picture that New York presents is indeed a mixed bag. It highlights both the possibilities and the challenges of urban sustainability. It shows that even in a city that never sleeps, sustainability efforts can and do make a difference. But it also underscores the need for continuous improvement and innovation. New York shows that even established cities have room for improvement in sustainability. Because in the end, the journey towards a more sustainable urban future is not a destination, but a continuous path of progress. From these case studies, we can draw valuable lessons about urbanization and sustainability. Our journey through the complexities of urban development has shown us both the triumphs and trials of cities across the globe. From the skyscrapers of New York to the bustling streets of Beijing, the challenge of balancing growth and sustainability is universal. The key takeaway from these narratives is that urbanization and sustainability are not mutually exclusive. Rather, they can be two sides of the same coin. The city of Copenhagen, for example, has shown us that with deliberate planning and policy, a city can thrive economically while reducing its carbon footprint. Another important lesson is the critical role of public participation in urban planning. The success of Curitiba in Brazil underscores the power of involving residents in shaping their city's future. This inclusive approach not only fosters a sense of ownership among citizens, but also ensures that development is tailored to the unique needs of the community. We've also learned that sustainable development is not a one-size-fits-all solution. Each city has its own unique set of challenges and opportunities. Therefore, strategies must be context-specific, adaptable, and flexible. The transformation of Medellin in Colombia from a city plagued by violence into a model of urban innovation serves as a powerful reminder of this fact. Lastly, we've seen that sustainability is not an end state, but a continuous journey of learning, adapting, and improving. The story of Singapore, a city-state that has continuously reinvented itself in the face of limited natural resources, teaches us that sustainability is not a fixed destination, but an ongoing process. These lessons challenge us to think about how we can shape the future of our own cities. As policymakers, urban planners, or simply as residents, we all have a role to play in creating sustainable urban environments. As we continue to urbanize, let's remember that it's not just about growth, it's about growing sustainably.